Thank you all for coming to celebrate the new Mr. and Mrs. Mook and their new beginning as husband and wife. For those of you who don't know, my name is Shannon, Courtney's matron of honor. I have been blessed to call Courtney my best friend and equivalent of family for over a decade now. Courtney is my go-to person, my weekday hangout buddy, and the person I can share gross work stories with, because she can probably top those gross stories. When voted the senior superlative of inseparable friends in high school, there was never a doubt in my mind that I'd be standing up here with Lisa giving this speech. Some things may never change, but a few do. I remember back in high school, before all big dances like homecoming and prom, Courtney would never want to go. Hesitantly, she would agree the night before, and we'd go up to the mall and pick out a dress. I'm proud to say that Courtney picked out her wedding dress almost a whole year before today. And I think we can all agree that she looks absolutely gorgeous.
For those of you who don't know, I am Lisa, Courtney's maid of honor. I have known Courtney since 4th grade when we were only 9 years old. I have actually known my life more with Courtney than without it. It all started with me giving Courtney a fuzzy pencil, and ever since we've been inseparable. We've had so many fun times together, such as Uno attack nights, outdoor days, Soak City adventures, ant watching, and Oreo eating contests, which of course Courtney won. I could actually go on for hours, which I know most of you know that. What's most important though is Courtney is one of the better pieces of me. She's my extreme partner, she's the funny one, the one who always made me laugh and tickled me to asthma attacks. She's the one who I can always count on to help me pronounce those extra tricky words, like the word specific. She's the mermaid man to my barnacle boy, making it only fitting that on her engagement day, she was of course dressed as Mermaid Man. For most of you who don't know who that is, it's a rather odd character from SpongeBob wearing a seashell bra. I kind of tried to talk her out of that one, but anyways, with Courtney, I always knew she was going to find her Mr. Right, and that would just be it. Up until that day, the running joke of our friend group was always how Courtney was the single one. We even in high school made her buy a t-shirt that said, "I'm the single friend." But today, Courtney is a wife, and she's the lucky one who gets both the maid and matron of honor within our trio, which you know I'm a little jealous about.
Courtney has now found her other half and much more organized partner in Dean. As many of you know, he had begun planning his proposal almost a whole year in advance. I remember being with them when they had first met at a party in Kent, and I knew Dean would be around for a while. You could tell there was a special instant connection. These two are perfect for each other. The only true turbulence I've ever really seen is when I'm driving them home from the Thirsty Cowboy. They are love and obsessed with each other and their fur babies, maybe a little overly obsessed with their fur babies. They're one of the few couples I know crazy enough to run the Tough Mudder year after year. I'd also like to point out that a bunch of us ran it last year, and it was just the two of them running it this year. That being said, there is no doubt in my mind that my best friend will forever be loved and cared for by Dean. I wish you both a lifetime of happiness and love.
I remember the first time I met Dean. He instantly tried to win me over on Facebook and came to my track meet in Kent because he knew how important I was to Courtney. And nobody ever willingly wants to go to a track meet, but Dean did, and it meant so much to me. Dean's perfect for my best friend, and you know I truly mean that because both Shannon and I did run that Tough Mudder for you, Dean, which, for those of you who don't know, is about 11 miles, a bunch of crazy obstacles, including diving into Arctic water, getting shocked, all while being covered in mud for him to propose to Courtney in. Anyways, Dean has the same sense of humor as Courtney, a fun-loving personality, and the same love of food as her. Dean knows how to put up with Courtney and always does it with a smile on his face, well, from what I can see. Dean has those traits that Courtney needs, like being super organized, neat, making super great lists, and being able to beat me in a race, that one time. I have never seen my best friend smile so much as she does when she's with you, Dean. I know for a fact that Dean will always make sure my best friend is well taken care of, loved, and happy, and I couldn't ask for anything more of her husband than what Dean already is. So everyone please raise your glasses and let's toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Mook and their long, happy, and loving future ahead of them. We both love you so much.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight to help celebrate Dean and Courtney's special day, especially all the friends and family who helped make this day possible. But also, today is a very special day. I'd like to thank all the veterans out there who have served or are serving this great country. Now, how about it for Courtney? Isn't she absolutely stunning tonight? Dean's not a bad looking fellow either. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Todd. I'm one of Dean's best friends. I met him back when when he was a junior in high school. I was a little older. And the first thing I probably honestly remember about Dean when I met him was his hair, or should I say his afro. But after talking to Dean and hanging out with him just a few times, I quickly came to realize how truly great of a person Dean really is. So I knew there was about to be a great friendship formed there. And over the years, there's been many late nights, from concerts to crazy parties to just hanging out. And during these times together, I've come to realize I've found my best friend and my brother. And for that, I'm thankful. So when Dean told me about Courtney, I had no worries at all with all the praise that he had said about her. And when I got to meet her, she was just as sweet, kind, and beautiful as my best friend had described to me. So I knew it was by the way Dean smiled, talked, and felt around her, it would only be a matter of time. And then one day, hanging out, Dean told me he wanted to ask her to marry him at the end of a Tough Mudder. And he just happened to throw in there that he'd like me to run it with him. So after about 10 plus miles of the course handing me my you-know-what, I got to see my best friend propose to his beautiful bride. I'm proud of you. I love you both. So at this time, if I could have everyone raise their glasses to help me wish Dean and Courtney a lifetime of love, happiness, and nothing but the best. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Mook.